Welcome back to Game Crunch, everyone. Keeping up to date with the latest in the video game world. Now, today, we've got some juicy controversy we're going to have to go over, including Tencent just announced a new game, and what's really got people up in arms is all its familiarities to a certain pretty big Sony IP. More on that in a minute. And then, on top of that, we've got even more reports that Nintendo is coming after even more people for emulators. And this time, they could be coming after you. More on that in a second. But of course, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Consider subscribing if you like to stay up to date with the latest in the video game world. And if you like the video, if you find this information helpful, consider giving the video a like. Really helps me out. And let's just get right into it. Now, first up, Tencent's newest game, Light of Motiram, is causing quite a stir online. Developed by Tencent subsidiary Polaris Quest, this open-world adventure is set in a post-apocalyptic world with mechanical creatures called Mechanimals. A premise many players say feels way too familiar. From the design of the mechanical animals to the environment, fans on social media are accusing Light of Motiram of heavily borrowing from Guerrilla Games' Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. One Reddit user didn't hold back, saying that it's shameless. Others argue the resemblance is so blatant that Guerrilla should consider legal action. But it didn't stop there. Players are also pointing out similarities to Palworld, another game criticized for its Pokemon-like mechanics. Unlike Horizon, Light of Motiram includes co-op multiplayer, crafting shelters, and taming Mechanimals, which may set it apart. The game's release is still under wraps, but it's available to wishlist on Steam. So what do you think? Homage or blatant copy? Let me know down in the comments. So this might look like we might have another Pokemon Palworld sort of situation going on here. And when I watched the trailer, I watched it back actually a couple times, and definitely even some of the animations, like you see that one, I'll try and play it on the screen here, but she kind of stabs the top of the Mechanimal, sorry, and that animation, I swear that's actually from Horizon, because she does that to those big giraffe things when she stabs them in the head. So even that is very similar. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes of this, if anything. Now let's move on to Nintendo. So they're ramping up the battle here against Switch piracy. This time, the company is targeting business records from platforms like Reddit to track users involved in piracy communities. Earlier this year, Nintendo sued James Williams, who allegedly ran several pirate shops offering libraries of pirated Switch games. Williams was also a moderator of the infamous Switch Piracy subreddit, which had over 190,000 members before being shut down. Now, Nintendo is asking courts to subpoena Reddit and other platforms to identify users who may have worked with Williams or posted pirated content. According to Nintendo, this information is critical for pursuing further infringement claims. This is yet another example of Nintendo's aggressive stance on piracy. Whether you support their approach or you think it's overreaching, one thing is pretty clear: Nintendo isn't slowing down on this. So pay attention. If you've contributed to any of these Switch piracy libraries, you might want to just kind of lay low for a little while. And I guess maybe I'll just make an official statement here. Nintendo, I definitely do not emulate any games that I don't own on this shelf. Everything that I ever emulated, I definitely own 100%, even if it's a very difficult game to get a hold of that costs way too much money and you don't supply it on any of your current platforms. Definitely did not emulate that at all. But that's all I've got for you today, so let me know what your thoughts are down below. Are you going to check out this Light of Motiram game? I'm probably going to check it out. Honestly, it looks pretty cool. I checked out Palworld. I thought Palworld was pretty cool, so I definitely think there might be a case here to go after them, kind of how Nintendo's going after Palworld, at least for some of those Mechanimals. They just look like straight up the beasts from Horizon Zero Dawn, so this could be something here. And let me know, did you pirate any Switch games? Maybe don't let me know that, because you want to keep that on the down low. But let me know what you think down below. Do you think anything's going to happen more with this whole piracy thing? I think Nintendo's going to keep pushing this further and further. It just gets a little scary on when you think of how far are they going to push it. You know what I mean? So if you missed yesterday's news, the video is probably going to be over here, and there's going to be another random video over here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.